Hi, it's Smitty here. Welcome to the video. Not sure what I'm going to call this one. Something to do with vitamin D, which is why we're filming the video outside, or something to do with health concerns without resorting to drugs or medicine. Hope you can hear me okay. There is some noise next door from construction, which they're doing every day for months on end. Anyway, the point of this video is sharing what I'm doing, or what I'm planning to do starting yesterday, to rectify some health concerns. I think this is something I've always wanted to do. I am drug free. I don't take any medicine for anything at the moment. I'm open to it if I absolutely need it in the future, but I think it's rare for someone in the health space or the fitness space, whatever the hell I'm in. I think it's rare for people to be on no drugs and no medicines. A lot of people are giving advice, but they're on testosterone. A lot of people are getting advice, but they're on like anti-anxiety and anti-depression pills and stuff like that, which is great. Obviously, no judgment, but I just think that's not as great as trying to steer people away from those things. They have a time and place, of course, but if you're giving advice or you're taking advice from someone that's on stuff and planning to stay on it forever, is that the best advice to follow, or can you trust their advice as much? So I hope that doesn't sound too high and mighty. I'm open to being on medicine. I did have some melatonin 2 weeks ago to help me sleep while I was on holidays, and over the last 2 months, after going through some anxiety stuff, I have taken some melatonin to help me get to sleep during some insomnia periods. But that was really out of desperation. This sounds just like an excuse. That was out of desperation while I was trying to fix it organically. So I have a pack of like 30 or 40 pills, and I've used 4 or 5 over like a 2-month period. I digress. So what I have at the moment is some dry skin on my legs. It started off, I noticed it a month ago, and just on my knees, I noticed that they were white and flaky. No itchiness, no pain or anything like that, but I had white knees. I noticed it while I was at the gym in shorts, and I was like, that's not normally there, that's never been there. And then yesterday, I noticed that it wasn't just on my knees, it was running down mainly my left leg, but both legs. They just looked really white and dry skin. So, what do we do? What do you take? What do you do? A normal person might moisturize, or the advice might be to moisturize, rub something on it, take a pill for it. The way my mind works, or what I want to do, is I don't want to mask that. I don't want to rub something on it so it just goes away, or I can't see it, because rubbing something on it just means that I can't see it. The issue hasn't gone away. I want to solve the issue, because if I'm seeing this dry skin issue on my leg, that's a downstream effect of something else happening within me. My body is lacking something, and it's showing me through the leg. Okay, when our body shows us something on the skin, that can often be the first or maybe the second, the second port of call. When the body's going through something, it'll start by us feeling it. All right, it'll send signals, or there'll be an upset within the system, but it's really hard for most of us to notice that feeling, because of the drugs we're on, or the stimulants, because of the coffee, because of our busy lifestyle, because it's hard to feel in tune with our body when we're just go, or we haven't been taught how to be in tune with our body. So if we don't address the feeling, because we don't even know it's there, then the body might turn to noticing things on the outside, or smelling. We might start doing stinky poos, stinky farts. You might have some gunk. You might have just something that you can see and then appear on the skin, pimples, acne, dry skin in my case. And then if that's not addressed, as in solved, not just rubbed a lotion on it so you can't see it, if that's not addressed, then it'll get worse. That might turn into painful skin, it might turn into sore joints, it might turn into many of the other diseases that we get and say that it came out of nowhere. It started with a feeling and we ignored it. It moved onto something cosmetic and we ignored it. And now it becomes a bigger issue, and now your liver hurts, or now you've got, pain and digestion issues and breathing issues and all these bigger things that are harder to fix. When the answer was, when you first noticed a change in your body, we needed to address it. So I have dry skin. It's a small health issue, but it feels large to me because I don't like things like that happening to my body. what am I doing to fix it? The answer, I believe for now, is vitamin D. It's nearing winter in my state, and it's a beautiful day this morning. My feet are freezing. I've got socks on, but my feet are freezing here. It was 12 degrees this morning. I think I've been lacking vitamin D. Also, I've been wearing shorts while working at the gym, and at 5 a.m, sometimes it's under 10 degrees, and I think my skin is drying due to the cold, because it's only on my legs, right? Why is it on my legs? I hope you can hear me. Why is it on my legs? It's the only part that is exposed in the mornings, right? I'm in shorts, but I'm all rugged up top. So, fix 1, start wearing pants. Fix 2, a bit more outside time. If the sun's out, I am going to treat it like summer, where I'm out and amongst it and wearing as little as I can without stressing my body by being too cold. So, a good idea today for me could be to take the beanie off, and after the video I might take the shirt off and get 5 minutes here. Might even take the pants off. But if it was freezing cold but the sun was out, I might rug up a bit more. But I want to get outside a bit more, and I want to expose myself to the little vitamin D that my body can create from the little sun that we get in this cold state. So there's a couple things that I'm doing, and I think that could be enough to fix it. I'm going to try and avoid sitting in front of the heater as much, because sitting in a heated environment or with the heater on, the heater sucks the humidity or sucks the moisture out of the air. So now I'm sitting in a drier environment as well. Not great for my skin. So there's some lifestyle things I'm going to change. Instead of just getting on a vitamin D pill, a vitamin D pill will not ever replicate the magic of the sun and being outside. So even if it wasn't nice and sunny outside, or it was cloudy, which it's likely going to be in my state, I'm still going to get outside, because your body is smart and it can find other ways of getting the sun through the eyes. So going for walks in nature and things like that is a great way for the sun to reflect onto something natural like a tree, and then back into my eye, and my body can synthesize and create something great out of that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is with my diet. I've already been incorporating a lot of fats, or a bit more fats than what I was during my diet phase. So I'm going to continue that. I'm at about 100 grams of fat a day. One of the fats that I've been having for the last 2 weeks is macadamia nuts in Bailey or Mackenzie's Hello Kitty. I have a serve, it's 200 calories, it's about 30 grams of macadamia nuts. I don't enjoy them. I got salted ones last time and they were much nicer than this. So I just snack on them throughout the day. There's some fats there. So they're a monounsaturated fat. I normally suggest or try and get all my fats from saturated fats, but I get a little bit of avocado and macadamia nuts for some monounsaturated fats. The macadamias, they're pretty low in PUFA, in polyunsaturated fatty acids, and I don't want to have really any or much polyunsaturated fatty acids in my diet. They do slow the metabolism. They are a winter food. The squirrels eat the nuts to bulk up for winter, for their hibernation. The bears eat their fatty fish in winter, or getting ready for winter in hibernation, to slow their metabolic rate and put on some fat so that they can survive their hibernation in winter. So we want to stay away from the PUFA and the macadamia nuts. The macadamia tree grows in more tropical climates where they don't need that kind of thing. So out of all the nuts, macadamias are the only ones that I'm on. Today I bought some mackerel. So the other thing I'm going to start doing is having more fish. I will end up going to the fish market and getting some fresh fish. I'll play around with salmon and mackerel, so it's not always going to be John West supermarket bought stuff, but I wanted to start today, and this is all I had time for. So now this has 5 grams of PUFA, so this has 5 grams of polyunsaturated fatty acids, so it's a lot more than I'd normally go for, but it's a natural polyunsaturated fatty acid for what it's worth, and I'm having it at the right time. It's nearing winter, and I'm tracking my calories and still being active, so I'm not necessarily going to bulk up. I'm not having as much of this as I could possibly eat, so I don't think it's going to affect my fat or my weight. But I'm trying to heal an issue, and if we're trying to heal an issue, it's hard to heal that health issue while staying shredded or becoming leaner. So a lot of the times you kind of have to pick. If you're really obese and really unhealthy, a lot of your health concerns will be fixed as you become healthier. But once you're at a regular or happy weight, when it comes to fixing health concerns, sometimes we just need to eat a little bit more food, and maybe our weight does go up, but as long as it's the right food and the foods are there for a reason, it's a net benefit for you. So I'm going to try fish. I like fish fine, but it's not a regular part of my diet. I normally keep my PUFA intake really low, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to try wearing pants for the morning classes and not expose my legs to the cold as much. I am going to get outside more and try and get some sun on me, and even if it's not sunny, I'm still going to get outside a little bit more. I thought I would share that, and I'll share updates on my skin issue. I thought I would share it to show you, when you go through a health concern, when you notice something change in your body and you Google it and it says you're low vitamin D, yep, that makes sense. And then all the comments or all the recommendations online are to get on vitamin D pills. The vitamin D pill may make that stuff go away, or it might make something feel better, but that doesn't mean it's solving the issue. Taking a pill, if you have a headache and you take a Panadol or a Nurofen and the headache goes away, that hasn't fixed the issue. It's just stopped your body's receptors from feeling it. When I was taking the sleeping pills, that wasn't fixing the underlying issue that was keeping me awake. That was just blocking certain receptors so I could get through the night. I'll say this again, these medicines have a place in our life. It's great that people have invented them to help us get through really tough times, but you need to ask, what's my body saying? What's the issue right now? And how can I fix it with lifestyle and food? That's what I'm great at. That's what I enjoy doing. If you've got any questions, please let me know, and I'll let you know how I go with my stupid, stinky fish. Have a great day.